I'm just dropping off the mail, lady. Oh, okay. Drop it off and move. Keep it moving. Hello and welcome everyone to another episode of Franklin and Douglas, where we talk about current events and give you bad advice. I'm Franklin, and with me as always is my buddy Douglas. Double D, how's it going?
Oh my god, buddy. It is going 2 jazz hands up. Great.
That's amazing. I'm glad to hear it. You're looking good. How you
Oh,
feeling?
you too. Thank you. I'm feeling great. Feeling
That's good.
great. Fun week that we had out here in the Midwest. It's been, 70 and then snow the next day and all that great stuff. We did do a trivia night, which,
Oh.
yeah, we ended up in last place. But, we got beer and food, so it was all good.
So that makes it all better.
Right. It was
Okay.
okay, so I got the one question that we got that I was mad that we got wrong is what is a cocktail that has rum, simple syrup, lime, and, is named after a beach on the coast of Mexico, I believe. So
That
rum, lime,
is,
simple sugar.
um, I was gonna say sex on the beach, but it's a Cabo Wabo.
Oh, no.
No?
So I thought mojito.
No, that
Yeah, I
does
know.
not have oh, well, I put vodka in mine, so simple
Bleh.
syrup, lime lime, mint. Okay, what was it?
It was a daiquiri. I got that one wrong, I was very mad.
Really? So
Out
where's the daiquiri?
I guess there's a beach called Daiquiri,
Oh, okay.
so now
Mm.
we all learned something new today.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go, retake our bartender test,
That's exactly
and
what
up
I was
yeah,
thinking.
I was like, "That's not a daiquiri," but okay.
Right. But, I wasn't alone. I think everyone but, like, 1 or 2 people said mojito, so
Okay,
beat
alright,
me.
good stuff, alright.
Aha.
Yeah, that
How was your week?
it was good. I sent you a picture. I tried pickleball
Oh,
this
yeah.
week.
Nice.
I almost died, but yeah, that's a lot of movement.
Yes.
And, but no, I had fun, and yeah, it was good, so I'll probably try it again. I got all my little, like I got my paddles and everything. I got me some new shoes.
Look at
So
you.
yeah, and then also this week was the 40th anniversary of Purple Rain,
Oh.
and we went to go see that in the theater. It was, I was crying start to finish, of course, and
Aw.
yeah, everybody was dressed up, was singing and everything, so that was a good time, with that, and we've gotta go back. We found this great Japanese restaurant that specializes in martinis,
Ooh.
and they have, about 75 martinis that they make. So, we're gonna go back each and every week to try those so that we can get through. We didn't wanna be luscious and just drink the whole 75 at one sitting, so
I'll say you could go, once a week, every week for the whole year and still not try everything.
I mean, that's for amateurs, but okay.
Right? I mean, that's a
So
good business strategy right there.
right. Okay, so yeah. So no, it was a good week. It was pretty fun, and, other than that, I'm ready to get started. What do you have for me today?
Ooh, let me stretch it out because this is a beefy one today.
Oh boy, here we go.
All right. So, Casey Anthony is back in the headlines, people. And this time,
Who?
Casey
Okay.
Anthony. So,
All
this
right.
time it's because she's making waves on TikTok. Yep. You
I thought you said she was baking waves. I was like,
making
"What is"
waves. Yeah. And she could be
Okay.
making waves, but you heard that right though. The woman at the center of one of the most notorious murder trials of the 21st century is now posting videos online. So
Hmm.
they did all that work to keep TikTok from getting banned, and here we are. We got Casey Anthony on TikTok.
You had to remind me who she was because I was like, "Who?
Right.
What?"
So, for those who might not remember or maybe need a refresher, Casey Anthony was accused of murdering her 2-year-old daughter, Kaylee
Mm,
Anthony, back in 2008. So,
horrible.
the case dominated headlines and ultimately ended in a shocking acquittal in 2011. So, now, over a decade later, she's resurfaced on social media, and the internet, well, let's just say they have thoughts
I
about
bet
the
they
whole
do.
thing.
They always do.
So let's go in the Wayback Machine. So
Please.
so back in 2008, Kaylee Anthony was reported missing by her grandmother, Cindy Anthony, a full 31 days after she was last seen by her grandparents. So Casey, the mother, never reported her daughter missing. So 1 week after Kaylee was reported missing, Casey was declared a person of interest in her daughter's disappearance.
Okay.
So, investigators found damaging evidence against Casey, including internet searches for chloroform, neck breaking, and they also found traces of human decomposition in the trunk of her car.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so Casey was feeding the police department, a series of lies, including a fabricated story about a nanny named Zenaida Gonzalez, who allegedly kidnapped Kaylee. At one point, she told the police that she was still working at Universal Studios. And when they asked to see her office, she actually took them the whole way down to Universal Studios, approached her old boss, and then finally turned around and admitted, I haven't worked here for 3 years. I mean,
The boss was like, "Hey,
yeah.
I think we gave you everything."
Now he probably saw her with a bunch of cops. He's like, what the hell did I do?
I
Are
know,
we
huh?
getting sued? What's going on?
Wow, okay.
So
So
yeah, so then December of 2008, Kaylee's remains were found in a wooded area near the Anthony home, near the
mm.
grandparents' home. So the prosecution
So
argued,
wait, did
go
she
ahead.
live with her grandparents,
From
or
what I
did she live somewhere?
remember, they did, and that was part of
Got
the
you. Okay.
reason why the
The
granddaughter or
grandmother
the
was looking.
daughter was like,
Uh-huh.
Where's Kaylee?" Um,
Got you.
and Casey was making up lies, or you know,
Okay.
she was making up stories like saying, "Oh, we're spending an extra day at a beach house. We're doing this. My friend did this. My friend's car broke down." So she had an excuse for why the
Uh-huh.
grandparents were not seeing the granddaughter.
Got you. Okay.
Then they were finally like, something ain't right.
Mm.
So the prosecution argued that Casey had suffocated her daughter using chloroform and duct tape. The defense, however, claimed that Kaylee accidentally drowned in the family pool and that Casey's father, George Anthony, helped cover the whole thing up.
Oh, George.
Right.
Okay.
So after a trial that, I mean, at the time gripped the entire country,
Mhm,
I
mhm.
believe it was like one of the most watched cases of the time.
I
Um,
don't know what I was doing because I don't remember this. Okay.
I remember bits and pieces. We were probably, I mean, we were not probably, we were definitely young back then.
Yeah.
But uh,
Okay, probably.
I remember catching it here and there in the TV, but I myself personally was not glued in front of the TV watching this
Right,
case.
right, right. Uh-huh.
Um, so after a trial that had the whole country like watching it, Casey Anthony was found not guilty of first degree murder. However,
Hmm.
she was convicted of charges of lying to the police enforcement.
You think?
So so obviously this verdict has had caused like major outrage at the time as well.
Mhm.
That and people feeling that she basically got away with murder at this point.
Okay. Yeah. And so now she's on social media, what? Talking about it? Or
Well,
what is she doing?
this isn't the
Giving
first.
baking tips?
She might. Uh,
Mhm.
so this isn't the first time that in 2022 she participated in a Peacock docuseries. It was titled Casey Anthony, Where the Truth Lies, where she maintains her innocence and shifted the blame onto her father. The special received mixed reactions, with still a lot of people like not buying her story.
Right, right.
She's claimed that her father sexually abused her. Her father has taken polygraph tests. I mean, I don't want to not believe victims in this,
Mhm.
so I don't know what really happened, but the father took polygraph tests and passed them, from what I
Mhm.
understand. So, yeah, so now we go to this week where she joined TikTok and Substack, rebranding herself as a legal advocate and has and she's telling people that she's been in the legal field since 2011. I'm sorry, but being on trial and being in
Ah,
jail does not
two
count as being in
different
the legal
things.
field.
So, okay, so has she gone to law school or something, or has she just been reading books, or like as you said, just been in listening to her attorney talk?
That's the thing. Like some people say that her attorney from back then said they hired her as a legal assistant. I've not seen any proof or anything of
That
that.
is
A
crazy.
lot of people are saying like that she's just kind of taking her time as being on trial as being in the legal field.
There
It's
you
like,
go. That's
girl,
what you can say. Okay.
talk about beefing up a resume.
Okay. I've been a lawyer for the last 10 years.
Right.
Wow. Okay. So, have you watched anything? What is she talking about?
So there's only been, from what I can see, about one TikTok so far as of us
Mhm.
doing this that keeps getting like, of course, stitched and repeated. But in
Right.
this TikTok and in her Substack, she is saying that she, as a proponent of the LGBT community, for the legal community, and for women's rights, I feel it's important that I use this platform that was thrust upon me and now
Mm.
look at as a blessing instead of the curse it has been since 2008. Girl, first off,
So is she gay too? Or a
no,
lesbian?
no.
Oh, okay.
But that's my point. Girl, first off, the LGBTQ community does not need your help. Like, we good. Like, we don't have no babies to hide or, get rid of.
Y'all need help. No babies to hide. Okay.
But
Okay, so
mhm,
she's saying that she's an advocate for everyone now,
right.
and she came out for Women's Month, and so she decided she's going to
I
uh
forgot about that.
that she's going to let everyone know, hey, I'm here if you need any support, or babies
Basically.
hidden.
I mean,
This not
basically.
It's not funny, first and foremost,
No.
but true. It's like, okay, what do you plan on giving us? What tips can do you have?
I mean,
You didn't
that's
even have a suitcase, so
I mean,
where's the
just
baby
because
at?
you allegedly got away with murder.
Allegedly,
Like,
allegedly,
it
yeah.
yeah, and her thing is that she wants to help other people that want legal advice or whatever, and it's
How
like,
to Get Away with Murder.
that's what I'm saying. I guess if you're
That
trying to
was a
get
good
away with
TV show,
murder,
by the way.
maybe,
Yeah.
or, like, you don't wanna end up on Snapped, hit up your girl Kaylee or Casey.
Mm. Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, hey, welcome to the community. Let me go check her out, see what's going on, if she can give us some advice.
So
Oh, you know what? We can have her on the show.
oh, no. I mean, comments on this video have been turned off, obviously,
Of
a
course,
and
she would be. They would eat her alive.
And right now it has over 4.1 million views on this video. Again,
And
like,
see, that's what I'm talking about. Is that, yeah, people are looking and giving her the clout
right.
when they should have. It's reversed. You shouldn't be. It's like, don't even turn it on. Don't even give her the platform. But now 4 million people have, given her the platform. And meanwhile, back at the ranch,
Right.
you
She
know,
can make money off these TikToks
she
basically.
is. Now she's gonna make some money by, talking about what? Oh my God, I swear.
Right.
It's crazy.
And that's people are like reposting, they're stitching this video
Exactly. Giving
and
her Yeah, giving her the platform,
right.
giving her the clout, and that's exactly what she wants. That's exactly what she's, looking to do. And, everybody's like, "Oh my God, I can't believe she," but you are, boosting it for her.
Yep. And that's a
So,
lot of the comments that are being made from other people on these Stitch videos, like, "Please don't give her a platform." Like, a lot of
right.
people, like, on TikTok probably didn't even know who she was
Oh,
until
of course,
recently, you
yeah, the
know?
majority of probably
Right.
these kids don't even know. Yeah, you have no clue, of, what she is. I mean, I didn't know, but I mean, I knew, but I forgot,
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, why give her a platform? That's crazy, you know? Maybe she's just gonna do that one video. She knew she was gonna get a whole bunch of, clout from it, got a little money, and now she's gonna move on. That's
Right.
probably what she did.
Well, and so, these videos actually, like, they bring up, like, funny comments too, like, the one that's been reposted a lot is, Casey Anthony rebranding herself as a legal advocate. It's like Jeffrey Dahmer opening a steakhouse.
Jeffrey.
And then do you know who Nancy Grace is?
Yes, uh-huh.
Okay,
Yeah.
she's come out of the woodwork. I don't know if she's ever went into the woodwork, but Nancy Grace at the time of she was
She
covering.
covered it, did you? Yeah.
Yes, and so she's back with her own take. She keeps calling her Tot Mom, but she is like, if you wanna look on TikTok and look for her takes on it, she just is going off on having Casey Anthony pretty much, like, saying the same things that, we were just saying now, like, why are people giving her, a
His
platform?
platform.
Her,
Yep.
like, giving
Mhm.
legal advice is ridiculous. So, I mean, if
Right.
you wanna look at something funny, like, you watch Nancy Grace's takes because it's like it looks like her life's work is to make sure Casey Anthony
Yes.
does not get a
Good,
moment of, rest,
good.
basically.
A moment of peace.
Right.
Yes. Good, good, good for her. I swear, people. Wow. Okay, well, hey, people gotta do what they gotta do. Good for her. Let's see how it works out.
Right. I mean, legally, she is innocent of murder, but does that mean that she gets to return to society as if nothing happened?
Not in the public eye. You killed
Right.
your child, you know, and waited 30 some odd days to tell somebody. That's ridiculous,
Right.
right?
So, I mean,
Ugh,
I would love to hear from our
disgusting.
audience too, what they think. Should she be allowed to move on with her life, or does her
I
past make
mean,
that
I
impossible? So,
everybody, okay, she was found not guilty in the court of law. And
right,
in that realm, she is not guilty. But in public opinion,
right,
you know, yeah, because it's you still because from what I remember, she was out clubbing, partying, and
yep,
everything while her child was missing.
yep,
Well, we know now, dead. And it just didn't seem like she had any remorse,
right,
And even now, I couldn't imagine. That's the thing. That's what I think gets people is that they never saw any remorse from her.
right.
Your child was found dead and you were out just, having a good old time.
I mean,
So,
if a nanny did kidnap your baby, why weren't you freaking out the whole time? Like,
right.
your baby's
And why is
missing.
it that, you didn't report the child missing?
Right.
It's just a whole bunch of stuff. And so
Yeah.
again, in the eyes of the law, she was found not guilty. And so, no double jeopardy. She doesn't have to get retried for it. That is, they don't have any say so. So she can do what she wants to do. But in the court of public opinion,
Right.
we can charge her up, So
Right. So,
so
yeah.
good luck to her.
I mean, again, our audience, like, let us know on social media and that what you think.
Right.
I'd be interested to know.
Yes. Yes. Well, maybe she sent us some advice, and so why don't you go ahead and get into that?
Yeah.
How can I rebrand myself?
Right. I murdered my daughter, but I want to get back out there.
Exactly. Right. Man.
Allegedly. So
Allegedly. Exactly. Let's make sure we don't need her suing us.
that's true. That's true. This is all allegedly, people. So, as always, we want to remind our audience that we are not trained professionals and our
No,
advice should not be taken seriously. But what
never.
qualifications do we have, Franklin?
Well, we survived a 2-for-1 night in the Castro without getting kidnapped by Casey Anthony, and we can lead you through life's choices. Hit me with it.
Yeah, do not go to a Casey Anthony pool party. So,
No.
today we are pulling our
Womp, womp,
questions.
womp. Mhm.
Aw. Today we are pulling our questions from Reddit's advice category and the Am I the Asshole category.
You are.
Thanks. If you would like us to answer your request for advice, please DM us on our socials or comment. Maybe your question will appear on our next episode. Let's
Okay.
start off with Am I the asshole for asking my neighbor to get off my property when we weren't home over a security camera? So,
Oh,
yes.
okay.
I thought, I felt like you've lived this before, so and just get
Exactly.
your take. So, my boyfriend, who's a 31-year-old male, and I, a 30-year-old female, house is on a corner lot with a large disconnected garage in the back with a driveway. We have a road and a sidewalk to the front and left side of us, a neighbor with a fence to the right, and an alleyway in the back. While my boyfriend and I were at work the other day, we each separately got notifications from our security camera that there was someone in our driveway. When I pulled the live feed up, I saw what I thought might be a neighbor who lives down the road. I've never actually talked to him or seen him up close, so I wasn't 100% sure, and his large, unleashed dog.
Mm.
Hmm. My first assumption was that the dog had gotten out and he was trying to get it back. However, I watched him just mosey around the side of the house with his hands in his pockets. He was letting the dog sniff along the side of the house and then followed it all the way up our driveway to the garage. We have a fence area between the garage and the house, and the guy watched the dog wander through the ajar fence and into the backyard while standing by our garage. He stood
That's
there with
not a dog park.
right. He stood there
Gosh.
for a good couple minutes just looking into our garage and then into our covered porch. I finally said hello over the speaker on the security system and he didn't reply. Then I asked, "Is that your dog?" Thinking maybe he was trying to help a loose dog and didn't want to spook it. He answered yes to that. He then just kept hanging around while his dog was doing whatever in our backyard. My boyfriend then get on the speaker and said, "Can you please get off my property?" The neighbor then went into our backyard, grabbed the dog by the collar to walk home. That evening, I got a Facebook message from a random lady who I guess is this man's wife. She
Mm.
basically, yeah, she basically chewed both of us out for treating her husband like a criminal, thinking we're better than them because we have more money, treating them like trash, and embarrassing him in front of the neighborhood. My, I know.
In front of the neighborhood.
My boyfriend and I were really taken aback by this. We've never even had any sort of direct contact with these people. I'll admit, we've both been a little on edge due to some car break ins in our neighborhood within the last couple of weeks, and my boyfriend being bitten by a dog while on a walk. We've,
Oh, no.
I know, we've actually been looking to move because of this.
Yeah, I was
Maybe
gonna say.
right? Maybe we jumped the gun on judging this guy. However, I feel like it's a normal reaction to ask someone to leave when they're just loitering around your house. Also,
Exactly.
who just lets their dog wander around someone's house and go into their fenced backyard? Am I the asshole?
No, you are not. Again, it's not a dog park,
Right.
and I'm the same way. I get on the camera. "Can I help you? Can
Yeah.
you move it along? Why are you in front of my home?"
Right.
"I'm just dropping off the mail, lady." "Oh, okay. Drop it off and move. Keep it moving." And who gets on Facebook and then it would I wonder what she said to him on the Facebook. But I mean, it's exactly, it's like, okay, first of all, your dog is off the leash
Hmm.
and you have the dog in the backyard. Not the dog's fault, of course, obviously, because dogs are beautiful. But, you know, you don't know what's in that person's backyard, first of all.
Right.
That could be a danger to your dog, and then if something did happen, okay, now you're gonna sue them. Well, who told you to be in their backyard,
Right.
right? And so, of course, the question is, "Hey, how can I help you? What's going on? You know, why are you back there? Why are you peering through my garage? What are you looking for?" So he had a right to ask. It didn't sound like he was yelling or screaming at him or anything. He just asked him, "Okay, can you move it along?" So
Right.
no, you know, they had every single right. That's their property. And then the dog turns around and whizzes on the on the side of the house.
Leaves
Ah,
a little chocolate gift in the backyard, and next
okay.
thing you know, you go to cut your grass.
Okay, and there it is.
I I mean, they said that there were car break-ins. Like, how we know this guy is
Right.
not the one breaking into cars if he's just
Alright,
so
if he's
like
peering through all the windows and
right.
everything. Okay, so, yeah, no, you guys first need to move. That doesn't sound safe. And, yeah, go back. Why don't you go moseying over to their property and see how they like it,
Exactly.
right? No. I think that, that something needs to happen there, but they definitely need to move. That doesn't sound safe at all.
Mm. I mean, this is when you get on those Facebook community groups. Like, if his wife's gonna act like that, then I'm taking screenshots. I'm like
Mhm.
taking video, and I'm just gonna be posting the neighborhood groups and be like, "Hey, be look out
It's
for old Bruce up the street."
right. He's gonna start he's a peeping Tom is what he is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ah,
him and his dog. That's crazy.
All right. Well, let's move on to the next one.
Okay.
Next one we have here is, am I the asshole for refusing to wake up at 5 a.m. just to experience the morning with my girlfriend? Yeah, no.
Okay.
So, but I'm already saying no. But my girlfriend, who's 26, has recently gotten really into the idea of slow mornings. She read some article about how waking up early, sipping tea, journaling, and watching the sunrise is supposed to be this life changing experience. Cool, great for her. The problem? She wants me, a 28-year-old male, to do it with her. I'm not a morning person. I get up at a reasonable time for work. I'm productive and I don't feel like my life is lacking just because I don't wake up at the crack of dawn to stare at the sky. But she keeps saying it would be so much better if we did it together, like it's some kind of couples bonding ritual. I like this guy already. So I told her, I told her she's free to enjoy her peaceful mornings, but I'm going to enjoy my peaceful sleep. She says I'm being dismissive and that I don't want to make memories with her. But why does this
Mm.
have to be a shared activity? We do plenty of things together when I'm actually awake. So now she's acting like I'm lazy or unwilling to better myself because I don't want to sit in silence with a cup of tea while the world is still asleep. Am I
Mm.
the asshole for refusing to sacrifice my sleep for this? Or is this just an unnecessary expectation?
He's the asshole. As someone who gets up at the butt crack of dawn and enjoys my coffee
Mhm.
and sitting on the porch and listening and smelling the air and journaling and just gathering my thoughts.
Yeah.
It is an amazing experience.
Yeah.
Meditating, just getting yourself together before the day starts. It's quiet and you can just, oh, it's just wonderful. And to share that with somebody, I've always tried to call you and like, hey, you want to meditate with me? And you're like, no. He's an asshole and he should get up and sit out there with her. I'm with her. He's lazy.
Mm. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
See,
it's a beautiful thing.
I'm the opposite. I'm with him. Like, it getting up early, we don't have to. Like, just sounds horrendous. Get up and
You're
smell the
letting the
fresh.
day you're letting the day go by. You need to get up and enjoy every moment you have with it. You're
Then,
not gonna be here too much longer.
I mean, that's the thing. Let me enjoy my sleep if I'm not going to be here much longer. And the fresh air,
Sleep
please.
when you
We live
die.
in cities. There ain't no fresh air. You got
It is.
you got your neighbor's dog shitting right in front of your window, pooping right in front of your window, and that's what you're
Okay.
breathing in.
Bruce and his dog.
Yeah. While he's peeping in your
Exactly.
window and his dog's pooping right outside of it, and you're sitting there with your cup of tea just staring right back at him.
And you're journaling about that whole experience,
Yes.
okay? There's Bruce again with his dog. "Good morning, Bruce." Exactly.
So I
Oh.
looked up the whole thing of slow mornings because
Mhm.
on one end, like
I didn't even know there was something called that,
neither did
slow
I.
morning.
Yeah, neither
Okay,
did
well,
I.
there you go, write that down, slow morning.
I thought my
What are
mornings
you
were
doing?
slow because I'm barely like walking around the house kind of thing.
Meh, meh, meh.
Right. Apparently, so and this is the other thing where I side with him because these slow mornings are meant for like meditation and like self-reflection and mindfulness. And so like this is kind of like a solitary thing to do. Like you can't really have mindfulness in my head, mindfulness and meditation and that when you got someone else just sitting there staring at you or like talking your
You
ear
don't have
off.
to have them staring at you, but to have but to be together in the moment.
Ugh.
You're just sitting there and together, and that is that closeness and feeling, connected.
Ugh.
And so you don't have to again, it's not about communication, it is being in the moment. And you're being in the moment with that significant other and that person that you're sharing your life with. And this is a part of sharing your life.
And this is probably why I hate people, because that sounds horrendous.
I
It
mean, I'm not an advocate for it either, but I'm just trying to let you understand that's what it is.
it's funny too, because I was reading through, the comments of other people's advice on this, and people are just saying like, I want my partner to sleep because that's my like moment of silence to myself before I have to put up with them
True.
for the rest of the day. I'm like,
Yeah.
I get it,
Yeah.
I enjoy my solitude, and
Mhm.
I could not see like wanting to spend
Wanting to
every
do it, yeah, yeah,
waking
and that's
moment.
understandable. I mean, she might wanna do and what he could do is like, "Hey, maybe I'll do it with you,
Oh,
once on the weekend or something like that, or,
yeah.
every so often, but not every single day."
Right.
But for her, she needs to look at why she needs to have him there,
Oh yeah.
because again, that's her moment. She should be enjoying that by herself, but then why does she need him to connect, to do that?
Mhm.
That's a problem for her. So, but to ask him and want to him to be a part of it, it's not a bad thing, but I think they could come to a compromise. So, but at any rate, keep it up, girl. Keep journaling. Keep sipping that tea in the morning air. Okay. Watch out for those brown dog poos.
Well, on that note, I need to have my alone time away from you, so
Exactly.
that's all
Because
we
that's
got.
what I was doing before getting on this is getting myself together, sipping my tea.
Uh,
Yeah.
well, thank you, everyone. Thank you again for checking us out, a whole nother episode. And again, appreciate the likes, the comments. We love it. So keep it up. But yeah, and
Okay.
anything to take us out, Miss Franklin?
I mean, I'm gonna go back and finish the journaling and just, start the day.
See if Bruce
I'll,
is still there.
right, I'll reconnect, let you know how everything is going. Have a great
um,
one.
Bye.
Bye.